Oh man, it is beautiful outside. Holy Jesus, is so nice. Makes me want to get out here and ride bikes with my kids or something. Oh man. What's going on, everybody? Let me see. I can get the chat up. What's popping? What's going on? What's going on? Good morning. Y'all, I am on my way to get my kids from school. It is their last day. Dear God, help us. Y'all pray for us parents. Pray for the parents that can't afford to put their kids in summer camp. Pray hard. Pray hard. No, I got some good boys. They're a little older, so they're a little bit more self-reliant. My youngest is, you know, it still makes me nervous to thought of him like cooking or something. I have a gas stove, and I just The kids don't always pay attention. He one of the ones where he'll go boil a pot of water and then get on his phone, and we'll be standing right in the kitchen and not even look to see if the water boiling. Like, get out of my kitchen, boy. He gonna burn it down. So pray for the parents that can't afford summer camp, but the kids still kind of somewhat not responsible enough to be on their own the whole day, sort of thing. But I got some good kids. My oldest son will be working again this summer. I'm excited. Last year he worked his first summer job at the city of Atlanta. And mama, when I tell you I was on full-blown mama mode, I made sure my baby he did his interview, made sure he got his physical done, made sure that he got, all the tests he needed done. I mean, helped him prep for his interview, helped him with his resume, his application, full-blown mama mode. So this time around, I told him, you're going to apply on your own. Between your dad and I, we're still going to make sure you get to your physicals and all that. But I'm teaching him to be a lot more responsible and independent when it comes to that process, because we're not going to always be there to help him get a job. So he's got to know how to apply, how to upload his resume, how to update his resume, those types of things. So y'all make sure y'all teaching y'all kids, these fundamental facts so that they can be more self-reliant and independent. Hey, good morning, Tanya. Hey, Butterfly. All my kids, I have 4 all grown, 2 grandkids. That's right. I'm teaching them. I think his dad teaching him how to drive. He does have a vehicle already. It was a vehicle that when I was married, my ex and I had, and I told him, do not sell that car. It's paid off. And I know I don't have the money to buy help towards no vehicle. So he kept it, and I told him I would not sign my name off the title of that vehicle if he planned on selling it. That's a negative. So my oldest son has already a car ready for him to drive, and once he gets his license, he should be, good to go with that. But preferably he's got his interview today, so I'm getting them. It's their last day of school. They have early release either way, but I'm still getting him just a little bit earlier to get ahead of those school buses, y'all. Oh, the school buses, in the bus lane, so that he can come home and just kind of prep, get ready, eat some lunch, for his interview. So he'll be using the $400 studio to do his Zoom interview. I'm so excited. So you guys keep my baby in prayer, so he won't be nervous. It's the same job from last year, so I know that he's gonna be all right. Plus, I work for the city as well, and trust me, I can make a call or email. It's not to force anybody, but just to see what's up, because my son wants to work. And these young people who want to work, they want to get jobs and earn a little money on their own, let them work. They gonna need to do it anyway. He wants to work. He's excited about it. I want him to work too. Amen. Yes, son, we want you to work. So same thing this year. Make sure he get his interview done, get his physical schedule. He'll be fine. Make sure he ready. What's going on with you all? How y'all doing? I can't see chats. Sorry. Good morning, Granny G, Kimberly, Mal. How you doing? Butterfly. I work from home too. I have to go in the office 2 days a month, but I work from home too. Hey, Candia. How are you all doing? How's it going? Boss lady. I like that. It's already done claiming it. Congrats to your son. I know that's right. That life and death is in the power of the tongue, so we just speak it. Thank you, God, for that first day of my son's job that you're going to give him. So, and I promise you all, there are a lot of kids that apply for these positions with the city, especially for these business operation type, positions. He was working in the fire department with the fire chief office last year. So we're praying he get right back in there again, because that exposure and that experience is going to definitely help him get, a higher paying job when he graduates. I'm encouraging, I'm still praying on him going to college, but that's not something I believe in forcing my kids to do. I went to college and grad school, and I have student loans. So, yes, I know, right? So I'm not going to be upset if he doesn't want to go to college. I do want him to get some secondary level of education. And I told him that. I encouraged him to at least pursue getting a certificate or some sort of professional certificate or degree, even if it's like a associate of some sort, to kind of just have some education to fall back on. But, his father went to the military. He was a Navyman. So, and he's been working for the government over 20 years. So, he didn't go to college. So I think he gets to see the best of both worlds. He gets to see mom went to school, got a great job. Dad didn't, but went to the military, but still got a great job. So he gets to taste of both worlds. So I'm not gonna just get on him too bad about college or anything like that. If he doesn't want to go, I'm not gonna force him to do it. So that's something the kids should want to do. Plus, it costs money to go send your kids off to school. So it definitely needs to be something that they want to do. Because if they don't want to do it, then you'll be sending your kid off to school, paying all those fees and tuition and books and board and room and all this other stuff. And then they flunking out the first semester. First 2-3 months, you realize your kids' grades suck. And they really aren't interested in college. And it's just kind of a waste of money. So I don't want to find out the hard way he doesn't want to go to college. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to force it. So either way, I just want him to be happy and get a job, be able to be independent, take care of himself. And I got some good boys. I got some really good kids. I bless God. My kids are really good kids. They're not out running the streets. They don't sneak out the house. They're not, they got little girls they look interested in or whatever, but they not just running around here trying to get somebody pregnant. Like, there's some really good kids. Really good kids. So y'all see, part of the reason why I'm dedicated to the delivering the great content and things of that nature, because yes, YouTube does pay for the content, but I do this for my children. I do this so that I can have that extra income to take care of my kids. Not gonna lie, it's been rough. Like it's been really, really rough. Just trying to have some money to just take care of basic stuff. It has been times it's been tight. Not gonna lie to you all. So I'm gonna have my kids, and I'm sitting here wondering, like, God, I just need some groceries to feed them babies with 6 stomachs each. $200-$300 just to get groceries, because they can eat up that much in a couple weeks. They can eat about $200 or $300 worth of groceries, and I'm talking about food that I have to cook. They don't play. So, it's a little struggle trying to get that, and rent and all the other bills I have going on that I have to take care of. Me and God are doing it, alone, but we get it done. Just gotta rob Peter pay Paul, I guess. One bill got to be neglected so that I can buy groceries. Like, that's kind of how I am at this point. So, what do you do? But either way, I want to thank you guys for being patient with me. I did not get the chance to finish up the video on He Who Will Not Be Named. But after I'm done working today, I have a regular job still. It's the end of the fiscal year, so there's just a high demand. I haven't been able to go live this week like I need to. You know, plus you guys know I have the products that I have to still, you know, kind of put out there for the partnership. So I have to do that. But that's that they, you know, they understand, and it's on top of that, you know, I enjoy the content. I enjoy being able to communicate with you guys and chat with you all. I appreciate my supporters. I hope you guys are de-stressed and happy. It's so, look how nice it is outside. I don't know where all you are, but it's nice out here. It's nice outside. And I'm going into the traffic. Oh, for goodness sake. So we're coming to a stop. Yay. Oh, great. But yeah, at least I'm a little earlier than, you know, school lets out at 12 or 11. It's 11:30 or 12, one of them. So they doing road work. But yes, you guys, listen. I think after this week, things are gonna mellow down to where I can do a lot more content. And then I did take off some days around Memorial Day so that I can really do some content. And then get a little creative, go outside, take you all on a walk with me, and just kind of be able to relax and de-stress a little bit more for Memorial Day weekend. Yes. So I saw Jedediah. Did you guys see Jedediah's live stream last night? I did see some of it, and I left a comment there. I don't want anybody to take that, you know, the wrong way. I you know, people will read it and be like, "What's Lady Luck talking about?" But you know, prayer changes things. Prayer changes things. But I do believe that, you know, everything that we do should be done in decency and in order. And I think, you know, if I'm asking you guys to help me financially, I'm going to tell you specifically what it's for and show you some sort of documentation and evidence or proof on it. That's just how I am. Sometimes people just need that reassurance, and they need to know that, you know, just because it's genuine, right? I've asked, you know, for financial help earlier this week, just to help me, you know, like get groceries and stuff for my kids. And I'm still trying to even pay off my rent. I think I owe $400 left on my rent. So everybody's got a hardship going on. Everybody's got some things that they got to take care of. But my approach to that is, you know, I can pray and ask, and that, you know, that's all I'm going to do. But if you guys ever say, hey, can you show proof that your remaining rent was paid, if we pay it, or, you know, can we just send you a Walmart gift card? Are there other options? I would take the other options. I wouldn't, and I would show you all documentation. I think that's what sometimes we have to remember being on these platforms. People are listening. People are always watching. And you never know who's watching. God may bless you to have somebody, you know, watch your video, and they would be willing to bless you, and the way that they do it could be unorthodox, might not be in the direct method you wanted, but it's still getting you the end result. So transparency is everything, guys. That's why I post up your contributions at work. That's why I make you know, sure to help you understand, like with the YouTube premium service, that's a monthly service. So that's something I have to budget. Even if I don't get a lot of donations or cash apps or Zelles or things of that nature, I still would have to pay for that service. I would still be obligated for that. So even with the Xfinity and the StreamYard, I'm still responsible for those two services. I have a Pacer to pull certain court documents, federal court documents. If it's not all free, I have to pay for that. I owe $24 for Pacer. I have the receipt. I have the invoices. So those are the things that if people were to ask me for it, I want to be able to show you all that. I want to be able to say, hey, here's the bill. You want to see it? Here's the proof that I acquired the service and how much it's going to be. If I have to upgrade it, here's the proof that it's additional cost and that I had an upgraded plan because XYZ. That to me is, I think, the best thing that you can do when you are asking for financial support is to be transparent. And my pastor taught me that. My pastor still sends out tax statements at the end of the year to people who pay tithe and offering. Here's what your contributions went towards. It gives a breakdown on how much of tithe and offering went towards certain ministries, certain events. That's transparency. And every church organization is a 501c, I think, for nonprofit. It's a 501c. So they don't have to pay taxes. But the transparency in that is, it makes me more than a cheerful giver when I see that the tithe and offering are going towards helping the needs of others and going towards those ministries that my pastor says it's going to go towards. That's the type of transparency people need, even from us as people of God. Yeah. 501c3. There you go. Thank you, Tanya. It's a 501c3 nonprofit organization as a religious organization. So even if you don't have to pay taxes on the money, you still want the people that are providing you the funds to know what you're doing with it and where it's going. And you want to be transparent in that. And to me, that's the least that people can expect. So it's not just to, Jedediah, but to anyone that is asking for any type of financial support. If I need help with groceries, so if someone says, Lady Luck, I can't give you cash, or I would prefer to maybe give you a Walmart gift card, I will use the Walmart gift card because the end goal is to get groceries. I'll take the Walmart gift card. You don't have to give me cash. Hell, if you wanna order the groceries and have it delivered to my house, the point is to get the food, right? To get the help. So, when you're talking about these platforms, we're considered self-employed here as content creators with YouTube. We get tax statements that basically we file as self-employed. If I have to handle certain parts of this platform as a business by showing you all contributions at work, showing you all documentation and being transparent, that is the decent way to do things. That is the orderly way to do things. And it makes people want to still give because now they can see that you're being open and honest and transparent. Even if you have questions on it, I'll answer the questions. That's how it should be. So, I just, like I said, I looked the comment. I hope it's not taken the wrong way, because it's not. I think his mother gave some wise advice. I hope he takes heed to that wisdom and just have faith and trust that whatever financially is needed, that God will supplement that. You might have it to where you all get a free venue and you don't have to rent anything at all. Hallelujah. Because the end goal is to get a venue, right? So, I basically said, hey, if this is a business, post up an estimation or a quote from certain venues that you're trying to use to help people be a little bit more comfortable with what you're asking for. That's nowhere near. I'm asking for a couple $100 to help with groceries. He's asking for $2,400 or $3,500. That's a large amount of money. I think it would be easier if you at least show there's an estimation or quote from these vendors. Here's why I'm saying these amounts. You guys can see it in black and white. Here's the documentation. We're going to do this to where you all can go on the website and you can look up what we're trying to do and why we're proposing certain places and how much they're going to cost. Like, all of it is there and it's transparent for you to read. So that is the level of transparency that we all should have, especially as content creators with a platform. That, to me, is how you end up having people willing to bless you, because they see that you're going to do it the right way. I should not have to say I'm not lying for you to believe that I'm telling the truth. I just hope that my actions and my presentation is genuine and honest in and of itself. Let my actions speak louder than my words. So that's to all YouTubers out there, when it comes to asking for help, there's nothing wrong with it. I have a lot of pride. It's hard for me to ask for help. It really is. But when I ask for help, I put up a post the other day. I asked for help. It was genuine. But I'm not going to keep bashing it. I'm just going to keep working hard and putting out content and making sure that it is quality content that you all can enjoy, that you're learning from, that, you know, you can laugh a little at and help, you know, maybe even question and inquiring more. I thank you all for checking out that Keith McNugget Price video. Y'all, that video is doing so well. So well. And I'm like, even if I don't get financial donations or assistance or anything like that, let me at least do great content so that YouTube can pay me a little bit more by getting, you know, more views, more engagement in the video, in the actual work product that I put out. And that's, man, that's all. That's sometimes better than giving money. Let me make sure this video gets a lot of views, and then the money comes through YouTube that way. So there are several ways that you can be blessed financially. I'm not fussing. I'm just trying to make sure that people understand I'm not, my comment is not to bash or hurt or to attack or anything. It's just sound wisdom that I've been taught and that I can detect from his mom in the video in the live stream last night. And I'm glad that she said that she didn't do that for money. She did that because she loves God. She wanted to pray. My grandmother was what you call an intercessory prayer warrior. She prayed for other people as well. And she was also an evangelist. I don't recall her ever asking for a dime of help after that. I just don't. So, you know, I left that comment to let him know you got to be encouraged, and you have to have faith in the God you just pray to, and let him supply your needs financially. Don't ask God for money, ask him for favor, because the favor can get you a free venue. So that's what you need. You need the venue. However that venue comes is what you need. I'm trying to get over. So, you know, that's just my 2 cents on that. Some people will disagree. It's not to attack. It's just, you know, consider the end result and not necessarily the financial aspect of it. But hopefully there are some people that can help donate a venue, or maybe somebody will, you know, God will put along his pathway that has a venue they own and will let him use that venue for free. You never know. So that was just kind of my 2 cents with that, and that comment that I left. And I did that out of just with pure intent. It wasn't to like I said, it wasn't to scold or mock or anything, but pure intent. So I'm sure it's going to be read, but I hope that and pray it's not taken the wrong way. It's taken as genuine, sound wisdom and advice. And I think his mother was kind of on point with that when she said, good, I'll be all right. You know, this isn't for, this is because we love the people there, we love God, and we want people to get help. So you guys know I'm not reporting on Flint like this. I'm not really. I reported on Walnut Head, Mayor Neely. So I'm not into the dives of everything going on. I don't think you have to be able to just say, you know, it might be a little wise for you to try to present something that people can look at, some documentation to see why you're asking for the amount you're asking for. It might help soothe the, you know, the doubts over a little bit, if that makes sense. So yeah, that was my 2 cents on that. And like I said, I'm gonna, you know, I got a few videos I want to do. I want to do the I'm definitely going to do Fania Dukes and Asha Gant's lawsuits, and do the firefighters lawsuits and their the recommendation from the labor board, and kind of compare to see what's going on with that. I still would love to get a copy of that collective bargaining agreement that Jason House and the firefighters signed last year. I posted up a picture of Jason House and Adam in the firehouse signing the last page, and I actually posted the last page, and it's 67 pages. I want to get my hands on that, and I haven't been able to find it. So I'm like, oh, that's another FOIA request, because I'm already waiting on like 1 or 2. I don't like having a repeat FOIA request. Like, you know, just shit, please look at the FOIA request, people in Village of Dalton. So I'm already waiting on, I think, 1 or 2, and then, you know, we'll go over Samisha Williams' lawsuit as well, because I think there's some finance campaign law violations in that, and that's federal law. So that's why I want to kind of go over that. And it's related to that Tiffany Cares Foundation scam that she had. So that is a part of the FBI investigation. I do want to go over that lawsuit. A lot of gold goodies in that. So that's 3 videos, y'all, that I'm behind on, that I know I would like to do and share information on. And you guys can see there's a scheduled time for a couple videos to be premiered. So yeah, we're doing it. I didn't get the 500 responses, but I still I decided, I said, let me just go ahead and premiere these videos. You know, the Keith McNugget one is doing so well. Oh man, you guys have no idea how much of a blessing it is to see that video get so many views on it. That is definitely going to help. I appreciate that. When I get the kids, I gotta go to the store and pray that they, like, everything's on sale. I was like, Mom, it's tight on funds. Y'all work with me, Jesus. Oh boy, I think everybody would love to hit the lottery right now. A lot of people out there struggling and having it hard financially. So I'm not too proud to say I'm not struggling a bit. It is difficult, but I keep working and keep hoping and praying, and you know, just keep pushing. That's kind of, you know, my go-to. I still gotta, to me, YouTube is it's enjoyable. I love it, but I also consider it, you know, seeing that it's a self-employed business, I do see it as a job as well. And I feel like I owe great content to you all when you're supporting me, and, you know, and especially to the members. It costs money to be a member. So I do feel that obligation. And I don't want to keep you guys waiting on that. So those 3 videos will be coming out. Today is Thursday, so between today and tomorrow, those 3 are definitely going to be done. And then that way, this weekend, we can kind of catch up on some other content I want to check out. But thank you all for Cash Apps and Zelle and, you know, all those good things. Let's see, I'm not able to see y'all comments. The madness never ends. I know. Absolutely. The madness of it all. Yeah, I can't see the preceding comments. I'll be able to check them out when I get to a point where I can stop, because I do want to read them. I don't want you all to think I'm ignoring you. I'm just driving. I'm sorry. That's all it is. I'm just driving. I'm trying to hear it beat the school, because I am not sitting in that car line. No. My kids are, come on out. So it's what, tomorrow's Friday. I gotta go to the office tomorrow, so I'll be doing a car ride along, just like I do when I'm out. I try to do something like this just to kind of chit chat, and then the boys and stuff they gonna be at home eating up the whole refrigerator. Ah, boy, I really wish I could. Nice little getaway, but we're working towards that. Preferably the channel will keep growing and growing and growing to where that can be my main business, and then that way I can set out. Imagine if I had more time to do content. Oh, I have all kinds of lawsuits and goodies on everything. If I had all day, if I had this all day, oh man, y'all be like, man, Lady Luck Club making movies. Yes, I'll be doing docuseries and all kinds of stuff. Shoot, I love true crime. I want to dive into that a little bit more. Oh man, it would be epic. But we getting there. Still got to work until I can, financially stand on just, having the channel and the product partnerships and stuff like that coming in. They're coming in, y'all. They're coming in. So, then of course I gotta remember my babies. Gotta mama first. Always mama first. So let me see some of what y'all saying. Thank you, LLC, for all you do. Thank you all. Thank you all. I had great conversation with Sherry. She said she was gonna help try to get in touch with Fania. I still want to do an interview with her. I do want to have Fania Dukes on. I don't know if anybody has a way to reach out to her, maybe on Facebook. I don't have Facebook. See if she'd be willing to do an interview with me and dear old Christian, just to give her, a platform and let her be able to talk about what's going on. And like I said, we're gonna go over her lawsuit with the depravity of he who will not be named. So if anybody has a way to contact her and have her email me, that would be great. And that way I can set something up. I haven't forgot about it. I'm trying to, I don't have any other way to reach out to her. And I don't want her to feel forgotten. I don't want to feel forgotten. So, we gotta make sure keep the pressure on for them to do something with to be done. Do something with them. So, please do. She needs the exposure. Absolutely, absolutely. I just pulled up to the school. It took me years to be able to get a summer job. The best experience I ever had. I was 15 years old. Listen here, I've been working since I was 14, y'all. I worked for a city when I was 14. Been working ever since. LLC, what is going on with I don't know. As far as SP, I don't know. I don't know. One thing I do believe in is listening to both sides. Hearing both sides out. Before I give any commentary on it. That's part of the reporting and research I do. That's part of my research is getting an understanding from both sides, looking at whatever evidence they have, asking questions to try to get a better understanding. I'm not for or against one side or the other. I stay neutral in it. I believe that's the best way to go. Now, if something is blatantly being done wrong, that's one thing, but I don't just immediately jump to one side or the other. I can't do that. I've never operated that way. Unless I see someone do something, or I hear them do something in my presence and I know it's wrong, I call it out when I see it and hear it. But other than that, there's a lot of history with that. I'm not even abreast, just kind of learned on all of that, and I have no idea. I just posted the video up. It wasn't to support one or the other. You like Switzerland to stay neutral. Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey Kandia, I want to make sure I speak to everybody. Hey John Benjamin, you need to be a lawyer. I will hire you in a minute. John Benjamin, I want to stay far away from law school, so I don't even have the temperament to be no attorney. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I would be broke because I would not want to defend half these people out here. Oh Lord. Watch later. Yes, you do. Lord, LLC. Yeah. Keep your eyes on the prize. Yep. You're a seamstress? Butterfly girl, you're a seamstress. Nice. Okay. Yep. So, now we stay neutral here. Like I said, we keep it classy in the Lady Luck Club. Neutrality is the best way to go. I know that I have supporters that watch both SP and INA, and I don't deter anybody from doing anything. Who am I to do that? So I stay neutral, but I just ask that I'm permitted the opportunity to be able to just kind of get an understanding, and overall, I just hope that, at the very least, they become amicable and just neutral, even if they agree to leave each other alone and it's peacefully done. Sometimes that might be in the end result. So I don't think they really bother with each other or anything. So, at this point, might be best for them to just kind of part ways, be at peace with each other and do their own thing. And that's it. I'm sure they've probably already said that. That's my thought on that. But yeah, so I'm at my son's school, you guys. I appreciate all of you all for support. If you can't help, I do have to go to the grocery store. If you can't help, y'all know my cash app. It's $ Lady Luck Club LLC. If you want to receive the receipt, I will post it up. And Zelle, Lady Luck Club LLC at yahoo.com. And that'll just, the kids eat a lot. So but as far as anything else, I appreciate you all just tuning in and watching the videos, hitting the thumbs up, leaving comments to keep the engagement up and keep those videos at the forefront. They're doing really, really well. Coming to me, Super would never be able to get my counsel tackle. She watches my videos, though. She does watch my videos, try to pick up on little things, and I'm like, I'm not trying to help you help. So post my my Zelle. I'm on my phone. What do I type in? My Zelle is LadyLuckClubLLC at yahoo.com. It's my email. And Cash App is $ Lady Luck Club LLC. Can I get a mod to post that in there? I'm on my phone. I don't even know. It won't even let me leave a comment. If you guys can post, if one of the mods can post up my Zelle and Cash App, that would be awesome. I appreciate it. Lady Luck Club LLC at yahoo.com is Zelle. Cash App is Lady Luck Club LLC. I keep it simple. Keep it simple. Like I said, I don't mind posting the receipt. Here's the receipt from Walmart, y'all. They're greedy. Thank you, dear. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And thank you all for the support. I really do. I appreciate it. Like I said, I don't have a problem posting the receipt up. I got to go to the store right after I pick them up. But it's been a little struggle. So that's why I've been working hard. Got to keep my job until things mellow out so that, I got to keep earning money. Yeah, it is. I signed up to law school. Lady Luck Club, it's not hard to sign you up to law school. You better not, John Benjamin. I ain't playing with you. Y'all let me go in here and get my kids and stuff out of school before this traffic start picking up. Because it's getting picked up. This lane is getting crazy. Bus is coming too. Oh, no, let's go. All right. Thank you all so much. Y'all stay tuned for the videos. Once I get through working, I'll go ahead and get started on those 3 videos and then just set up for them to be premiered. In the meantime, the 2 videos that will be premiered today, including the mysterious case with the twist. I want y'all to enjoy that. And I will see you guys later on this afternoon. Once I'm done with those videos, then I'll go live. Hopefully it's not a late live, but if it is, you guys know why. I have a job. All right. Talk to you all later. Thank you all so much and love you guys. Lady Luck out.